Yo, what's up guys, welcome to another Warcraft replay here, and yeah, got something cool for you guys, I think. At least what I could tell from the unit composition on the website. So yeah, we have Lyn spawning in as the blue Night Elf player in the bottom left. Yes, he is off racing this time around, probably testing out Night Elf, which might have been booming as of late, I would say, with 1.30. I'm not sure if that's a valid statement, but it's a statement which I could probably understand. He'll be facing off against FoCuS, who will be spawning in as the red orc in the top left, and yeah, maps on Twisted Meadows once again. So if you couldn't tell, I haven't uploaded in quite some time. It is exam period now, and yeah, not gonna upload too much. I try to upload at least once a week, but yeah, it's been kind of difficult juggling a lot of things, and yeah, the YouTube is not that high in priority, so it kind of has to be sacrificed a little bit. Either way, Lyn going for a Keeper of the Grove first, as we have seen many times from Night Elves in 1.30. FoCuS on the FoCuS on the other hand is just going to be going for the Blademaster first. Nothing too out of the ordinary for him. Voodoo Lounge is going to match up with the BMs starting, and he'll probably just sell the TP scroll for double salves, maybe a speed scroll, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I am just going to be looking forward to what's going to come out very soon. We have a very delayed Ancient of War.
Safeguard the land.
Hunter's Hole, meaning we are going to see some Huntresses here. I mean, it's pretty good with the Keeper start, since Entangle kind of enables a lot of things with the Huntresses. But yeah, the delayed Ancient of War is going to probably delay his creeping quite a bit. I'm not sure what the Keeper's doing right now. I think he is scouting, but Wisp already spotted his opponents, so that is going to be his next location, which didn't see what item was dropped here, but the Blademaster did pick himself the Vampiric Aura, and the Keeper is going to spot that, and I'm not sure if he's going to stick around all too much. Might go for an Entangle, and oh no, he's going to go for the Force of Nature here as his first ability, and going to try and maybe force a cancel on the Orc Bar there. Sadly, Blademaster is kind of doing a little too much damage. Keeper is going to try and join in and might actually force the cancellation right there. Nope. Wow, very close. Keeper, I guess, just doesn't have enough damage by himself, who is already being bursted down to about 50 health, is going to get taken out at level 1, so really unfortunate there for Lyn. I'm not sure if he actually was willing to burn a TP scroll for that. I think he sacrificed it willingly, and well, yeah, that was kind of bad. Blademaster is already at level 2. He did hit that after the Keeper kill, and the Huntresses not gonna do too much without their leaders, so I'm not sure if they're going to actually stick around to harassing, because the Blademaster is still one scary guy. As the Huntress actually picks up the gold there from the Wardens, so a little bit of a mistake there from FoCuS, but thankfully Keeper wasn't alive to get the experience, and he is being super cautious with this one, and will be able to pick that up for himself, as I guess his Huntress did actually do something. Early expansion here for Lyn, which is really unorthodox. It is on the opposite side of the map for him, and that is going to be very difficult to defend, but I think he is just banking on the fact that it is going to be very difficult to locate to begin with. So there's that. Early tier 2 for himself, as he is not going mass Huntresses. No second Ancient of War kind of gives that away, and I think he's just looking forward to tech as quickly as possible, which will be very soon. yeah.
Our warriors have engaged
Keeper,
the enemy.
still without any experience, might be able to pull a couple of mercenaries for himself there, but is just farming out the Overseer, which was left behind by the Blademaster. So he'll be able to get that eventually, and the item with it, which is going to be a Circle of Nobility. Not too bad, of course. No one's very sad about picking up some circlets here, as the Blademaster is just gonna go around, and I believe he's gonna scout. So his opponent is being very, very quiet, and really not much has really been shown. So I guess he is really suspicious on whether or not there is an expansion running around. I actually lost the Blademaster, and sadly, oh, there he is. Okay, so he hasn't scouted the base just yet, as he is going straight away for that Keeper, who is going to take down the Rock Golem. I'm not sure if it's in time with the Blademaster or not, as the kill and the items are going to go over to the Blademaster. So, wow, a lot of bad events coming out for Lin. Might even lose his Keeper if he's not willing to TP out as well, which is actually going to... Yeah, he's probably going to be forced to TP out because that Blademaster is not laning up. Nope, never mind, he just dies. So
Our champion
it
has
seems the
fallen.
Blademaster, or at least Lin, is very, very
Your building is complete. Our sacred
very
grove
conservative
is
with his
desecrated.
TP scrolls. He could have definitely TP'd inside his base and heal up with the Moonwells, or he could just TP'd in general and heal up with the Moonwells. I'm not sure why he gave 2 free kills over to the Blademaster. The first one I could probably understand, since, I mean, the revive is probably cheaper than buying a new TP scroll, but the second time kind of screws him over a little bit in terms of just being able to do stuff. Alchemist has been picked up as a second hero and is going to get that level 2 for himself. Nicely done there. Alchemist has been shown very, very frequently as a second hero, as we have a bunch of Wind Riders in the air right now for FoCuS, which is going to be very, very unfortunate as he spots his first Hippogriff. Probably should have seen that coming, but this is a really weird build order for Lin, as he went for a single Ancient of Lore and a single Ancient of Wind. But here comes the Bat Riders, and they instantly kill off that Hippogriff. So yeah, double Bestiary I believe is for FoCuS, and that is going to heavily outproduce compared to this one Ancient of Wind. So yeah, the Triads are going to have to pull in some overtime here, but at the same time they also get kind of destroyed by those Wind Riders. So it's a bit of an awkward position for, honestly, I would say Lin to be in, because FoCuS just needs to do whatever Lin is not building for, and for now that might just be Dryads. I think Lin is just focusing a little too much on Hippogriffs after he's seen those Bat Riders, so we'll see how both players are going. For now, FoCuS is just splitting on one Wind Rider, one Bat Rider, so yeah, Battle of the Skies here. Very dominating air force right now for FoCuS, and Lin is trying to all-around it, to be honest. He doesn't have any archers, so those Hippogriffs might just remain as Hippogriffs for now, as yep, the Ancient of War is not producing any archers just yet. But then again, Lin isn't actually producing anything right now because he is a little too busy on saturating that expansion, which he is now doing, so hopefully he can get that economic expansion very soon. Here comes the Blademaster at level 4, very, very close to that level 5, as the Bat Riders do take out the Hippogriffs, and I believe that will be level 5 for the Blademaster, as that Bat Rider suicides into that Hippogriff, as the Alchemist is going to be forced to TP out because, yeah, Lin doesn't really want to waste resources on reviving a level 3 hero that he could have avoided. So yeah, very, very dangerous out there for Lin to be honest, because every time he goes out and farms, he always gets
I stand ready.
ambushed by his opponents, and yeah, doesn't really win these fights all too much. Towers here are possibly leading to an expansion for FoCuS, as he has not spotted the expansion just yet, so is just finding the opportunity to get one for himself, and why shouldn't he? He has a fair good amount of units to defend both bases, and yeah, he's already at Fortress Tech. He is honestly looking to probably go into upkeep sometime soon, because there's not much else to do for himself, to be honest, aside from, I guess, getting upgrades. Granted, did get taken out, but the Wind Riders are coming in, no Hippogriff support anywhere to be seen, and the Wisps are thankfully spread out, it seems, as there aren't all that too many.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Either way, Troll Warlord camp is going to be cleared out, as the items for Lin don't look all that great. +6 agility is not great either, but it is going to be sold immediately, because you don't want to give that over to the Blademaster, no, as he already has +6 claws and he's already doing a lot of work. He's also very close to that level 6, which is really surprising to see. The Blademaster might actually use Blade Storm later on in the fight. We'll see if that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure Blade Storm affects Dryads, because as far as I can tell, I think it's like the Ensnare versus like other magic spells. Blade Storm's kind of physical, but I'm not entirely too sure, so I need to wait and see whether or not that's going to happen. But the Wind Riders and the Bat Riders, as well as the Blademaster, just doing some nice harassment there. Gonna put Lin upside down in supply, as Moonwells have been hit a little bit. Probably should resort to building some over here, just for the sake of having that extra supply, as, wow, the Blademaster actually decides to take out a Treant for level 6, and that is going to possibly enable Blade Storm. We will have to wait and see, because I honestly can't tell from here. Alchemist at level 3, close to 4. Keeper just recently hit that level 3, so yeah, this duo hero is not working too well for Lin, to be honest, but that might just be attributed to composition not very good against FoCuS's current composition, as the Bat Riders have, I believe, just gotten their firebombs, and that just makes them even more useful compared to Hippogriffs, who can only get useful if there are archers. So here we go once again, Moonwell's being hit, and that is going to be forcing a cancel maybe. Thankfully it seems Lin has plenty of Moonwells available, as yep, he did place down at his expansion, so even if he loses a couple of Moonwells at his main base, he still has a good cushion at his expansion. Yeah, okay, so archers are starting to flood into the army composition here for Lin, and FoCuS might need a little bit more units for himself. Supply right now is currently favoring Lin, because he is at 55, but FoCuS, I believe, is just, what is it? Just sitting on resources, I believe? No, seems like both players are sitting on resources. Alchemist is going for some easy kills here on the peons with his acid bomb, but he has been spotted by the Blademaster, as he's gonna try and TP staff away, and is going to be able to, as he could have definitely died if the Blademaster got his lucky crits in, but thankfully that did not happen. Hippogriffs will be able to see these flyers here, as surprisingly enough walks right into a Bat Rider. Might have been a mistake there, but oh well. A bit of a weird place for each other to be in. I say Battle of the Skies, but it's kind of I expected a lot more air units from Lin, to be honest. But that might just be a win condition in itself, because once those Wind Riders get taken out, it's kind of lights out for Lyn, for FoCuS. But for now, Lyn's expansion is being attacked, and does have a TP scroll for the keeper and is going to use it immediately, forcing the orc army to back off a little bit. So the expansion has finally been spotted, and that's kind of bad news for Lyn, because it's very far away from his base. It's going to be a lot more difficult to defend. He was trying to clear out this gold mine and maybe get himself a third base, but yeah, FoCuS's attack kind of delayed that a little bit. +1 attack upgrades for the Hippogriff Riders, and Archers/Huntresses are on the way. And here's the Bladestorm. Bladestorm actually going to DPS that Tree of Ages very quickly, along with those Bat Riders there, and that is going to be one less gold mine actually being mined, and that actually destroys tier 2 tech for our Night Elf player, and that is going to be enabling possibly a base race, I would say. But this is not a base race that Lyn could win, because I mean, even though Bat Riders aren't like Raider level DPS in terms of siege damage, it is still a lot better than Archers and Dryads, which, I mean, Lyn's still focusing on taking down those turrets rather than focusing down on the Great Hall itself, so that in itself is kind of troubling for the Night Elf player, to be honest, because he hasn't even begun the base race himself. Yep, you can see here FoCuS not really caring too much about his expansion. His Blademaster is going to go in and farm up for himself as he's nearing that level 7, but yeah, can't get experience just yet with these creep camps anymore. He needs to actually kill his opponent's units now, as Bat Riders are looming around here on the expansion, and with a single Dryad, I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to defend by herself, but yeah, at least they distract. She distracts the Bat Riders. Alright, tower's finally down. Great Hall is probably going to follow very soon, as another expansion attempt here on the left as the Blademaster. Oh well, he doesn't really have too much pressure, it seems, as he is still not defending his base. TP scroll back at the expansion here, as I mean, without any production buildings, and is forced to tech up once again. He is kind of screwed. That's as best as I can put it. So not exactly the Battle of the Skies I was anticipating. I probably will have to yeah, probably have to readjust the thumbnail there, but yeah, here comes another attack. That is a lot of Bat Riders, and they are just making work of that Tree of Life. Archers, Dryads, just not enough to take these guys down, and yeah, that is just gonna be game. So that was weird. FoCuS definitely showed his familiarity of Orc. Lyn, maybe not so much. I think it was really ambitious going split with his Dryad and Hippogriffs, but yeah, that was just rather unfortunate. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't know when the next video will be, but hopefully it will be when I am not worried over exams.